Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 171. Thank you so much for becoming a regular family member of Global Impromptu Speaking sessions. Today, our host and topics master is Toastmaster Chandra Shekhar, and to support him to manage our timing, we have two honorable ladies, DTM Jessie and Toastmaster Vita ma'am. So let's put our hands together for both of them and welcome DTM Jessie to explain the timing mechanism. DTM Jessie, please go ahead.
Yes. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I am the timer today, and I will be timing your speech. At 1 minute, I will be showing the green background. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll be showing the amber background or yellow background. At 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red background, by which time try to wind off your speech and enjoy speaking. Over to DTM Amjad. By the
Thank you
way,
so
the
much.
word of the day is, inimical. Inimical means detrimental or obstructing, harmful, or unfavorable, a little bit of hostile, that kind of thing. So try to use the word of the day also as much as possible in your speech. Over to you, DTM.
Thank you so much, DTM. Just really appreciate for explaining the timing mechanism. This is the word of the day. You can see on your screens for a few seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start our session officially with our host, our topics master, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Chandrasekhar is the first timer at this platform as the topics master. Please encourage him and support him with thunderous round of applause and welcome. Chandrasekhar, a big welcome. Over to you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, everyone. And it's a pleasure. It will be a really great experience to hear your thoughts. Most of the topics that I have selected are day-to-day topics, those that you can relate. I want everyone to speak their hearts out, speak till 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I want to hear all your thoughts, and we all want to hear your thoughts. So let's just start with the whole session today. And I would show you the topic, and if you want to attend, you can raise your hand, or else I'll nominate accordingly if you feels okay. But
Sorry
please
for the
do speak your
interruption.
heart out.
Sorry for
Yeah.
the interruption. Chandrasekhar, you need to call people by yourself in the order they have joined. I'm sure you must have jotted
Okay.
down the names. Okay. If you
Okay.
like to, I can help you out, people, the way they have joined in the order.
Works.
All right. So
Works.
you don't
No
need
problem.
to ask people raising their hand. Just pick anybody and call them up.
Okay. Works. Sure. So we'll start with the first table topic. I would like to ask Sushant Gopinath, Toastmaster Sushant Gopinath. Would you like to go?
Am I audible?
Yeah. You're audible and
Yes.
visible clearly.
Yeah.
The topic for you is my life in a nutshell. Meaning of nutshell is in the fewest possible words. Your life in the fewest possible words. My life in a
My
nutshell. Yeah. Toastmaster Sushant.
I'll just take a look at the topic. My life in a nutshell. Meaning of nutshell. Meaning in a nutshell. In the fewest possible words. Yes. So this is what I understood from the topic, and to say in other words, my life is in a nutshell by my parents. Whatever they wanted is that they wanted me and they wanted me not to get into trouble. So what they do, they get to know something, they make me understand it, they make me get the experience of it, then I stop. I wait for another new thing to come. I get it. It's like a life is like in a nutshell, indeed to say for me. I wait for it. Once it comes, I open it, get it, close it. Well, that's why I feel it's okay. Because it is something what we really need, what we get. So I think it's okay for me. Thank you. Over to the table topic master.
Great attempt, Sushant. Now we'll go for the second topic. Toastmaster Jesse, would you like to go for the next topic?
Yes, Savita, if you can
Yeah,
time.
I will do. I will do.
Yes.
Your topic is one family member you consider a friend. One family member you consider a friend. Jesse, Toastmaster Jesse.
Family member and a friend. Normally, I don't consider family member as friend. For me, friend is a friend. Family member is a family. There's difference between a family member and a friend. Friend, I share everything that happens in my life, and I get thoughts or some all those things, or what happens at my workplace, what happens in my friend circle, which I cannot share it with the family people. So if I have to choose a family member and consider friend, it will be a very, very difficult for me. Uh, to a certain extent, my sister, my younger sister, she is kind of a confident. I will still not call her a friend because we argue, we fight, and in family matters, if there is any issue, I ask her and she gives me the advices. So in my opinion, the two people cannot converge as one. Family member, family is family, friend circle is friend circle. There are issues that I discuss with friends. There are issues I discuss. Family matters I discuss with my family. And if I have to choose, I choose my friend, my sister. The friend circle is a friend circles. This is my take that family member cannot be a friend. A friend cannot be from the family. That two separate issues have to be dealt separately. Respect is to be given in the family. So that is my take, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, quite a different take. So yes, there is a difference between a friend as well as a family member. Now I would like to ask Toastmaster Lagoon Sharjah, would you like to go for the next topic? I hope that is not your name. I hope. You're not audible. Can you unmute?
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. My name is Sunita. I'll just change it after
Okay.
this. I'm so sorry.
No problem. Yeah. So your topic is, what did you learn?
You have mute.
What did you learn during the lockdown? What did you learn during the lockdown? Toastmaster Sunita.
Good evening to my impromptu family. What did I learn during the lockdown? Actually, when the first lockdown happened, I was in Dubai, in UAE, and I didn't really realize what it was. It was not much of a lockdown because my close friend and myself, we are neighbors. We were meeting each other every day. The two families were meeting each other practically every day. And actually, we had a good time because the husbands were also at home, the children were also at home. It was a very nice time. But 2 months back, I got stuck in India, and Bangalore had a very severe lockdown, and I got caught in that lockdown. So for the first time, I realized how difficult it was to get things. You know, people were stockpiling. These were things which I had not realized when I was back home. But here, when everybody came to know the lockdown was beginning, they started buying things and they started hoarding it. And things like big basket on which you depend when you come to India, they were taking orders and they were not giving it on time. And I realized I can actually manage with a few things. So I had very little to start with. I had just reached India and the lockdown started, and I had very little things in the sense in my kitchen. I had very little utensils, and I just realized that you need very little to be happy. You don't need. I keep wondering. I have 3 cupboards full of utensils in UAE. What am I doing with that? I'm managing to cook 3 full meals very happily with just 4 or 5 vessels. I have a very small, ingredient list is very small, but I'm managing very well. So during this lockdown, what I realized is you need very little basically to live a happy life. It's just that we start accumulating things and you want to keep. I realized that we need very little in life to be happy. Over to you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
That was really a great learning lesson that we need only a few things to be happy. Next table topic. Mohammed Hassan, are you there? Would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Okay. So your topic is a quality of yours you would like others to learn. So one quality of yours which others should learn from you.
So, first of all, thank you for the topic. So, my today's topic is a quality of mind that I would like others to learn. The other person either gets injured or something, or he gets heartbroken or anything. Like there shouldn't be like that. Or we we should respect others emotions too. So everyone has emotion. Everyone gets heartbroken, or everyone gets like whenever I just everyone feels like not getting down by me or something like that, or he don't care about anything, I get disheartened or anything. So here's the thing, everyone should be like should like feel about others feelings too. It's just not that every time you cannot be selfish every time. So thank you. Over to the uh, table talking master Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, it was a good attempt, Hassan. Your thoughts of being good to others as well as being empathetic to their feelings is really a good thought we should all learn and we should all imbibe in our lives. My next table topic, would Toastmaster Nabi would
Yes, Tabletop Master, am I audible?
yeah, you are.
Am I
20
audible?
years, yeah. So 20 years from now, what would you like to see changed in you or in the world or anywhere? 20 years from now, what would you like to see changed? Toastmaster Nabi.
Thank you very much, Tabletop Master, TM Chandrasekhar. It's nice, really nice topic that 20 years from now, what I want to see changed. Well, if we see the pandemic, regarding pandemic, I learned one thing, that sometimes sometimes we don't change, and something from back push us. I was on Steve Harvey show, and there was one person he was and Steve Harvey came to him personally in the audience and said him that sometimes we don't change, something from back push us to change, like God want us to change. And pandemic was also or is also something that push us to change. And if what we learn from it, some we see that in current nowadays we are very busy in our life, we are very busy in our work, we don't see people living with us in neighborhood, we don't see our relatives how they are working, how they are living, we don't see poor people how they are managing. But in lockdown all people were same, many companies uh, closed down, and many people were not working, many people were on the same routine, or they were locked in their home, and we don't learn from the experience of others. So when we become in the lockdown came in the lockdown, we see that there are many poor people as well, they are living very miserable life, we should learn from it and we should help them. And in after 20 years we should not be the same as we are now, or we were 1 year before. So at least we should change, we learn from it and become that people that help others. So thank you very much, team.
It was a nice attempt, Toastmaster Naveed, and it has been really great to see so many experiences related to COVID as well. So it is one aspect that we are all common in. So that has touched our lives. So in this way, we understand that no matter where we are speaking and which topic we are speaking, we have the same experience to share, right? I would like to go with the next topic for Toastmaster Puneet. Would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes, Chandrasekhar. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
I'm not in my usual place. I'm at storeroom, so
No problem. No problem. All the best for your table topic. The topic for you is, what's the first thing you look for in a friend? What's the first thing you look for in a friend, or the most important quality you can say?
how many of you know the first principle of our Toastmasters community? Does anyone know what is the full form of? Thank you so much, Jessie ma'am, for raising your hand. In my smartphone, I can only see 4 boxes. So those who have raised your hand, truly appreciate that. So how many of you can expand the full form of IRSE?
Hello.
Awesome. Who is that who wants to volunteer to attempt? Okay. Someone at the background, no issues. So IRSE. So for all the veteran Toastmasters out here, I stands for integrity. Now, what is integrity? Oh, thank you, Jessie ma'am. That's also a beautiful way to memorize RISE, of course. So in the order of priority, it's RIRSE. Integrity is number one thing which I always look forward in a friend. Now, what is integrity? Integrity is when your thoughts, when your words, and when your action are all in sync. If they are not, that means the person lacks integrity. Now, how do you know whether this person has integrity or not? One simple solution: play a sport. It could be in the form of cricket, it could be in the form of football. Because if a person who has integrity will never cheat in sports. But if a person who lacks integrity will do anything to win. So, my friends, Integrity is one thing which I always look forward to in a friend. And do you know what is the devastating cause of integrity? You can create an enemy whom you thought as a friend earlier. So integrity is number one thing which I look forward to. And of course, Toastmasters has beautifully laid out integrity first, respect, service, at last comes excellence. And what is integrity? When your words, when your actions, and when your thoughts are all in sync. Now, how do you get all these in sync? By taking action every day. Integrity is one thing which I always look forward in a friend. And of course, I should also have those characteristics. I cannot expect anyone else to have integrity if I don't possess integrity. And I'm sure you are a man of integrity, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, for giving me this beautiful topic.
That was really a great thing, and also the connection between having Toastmasters showing that respect, integrity, service, and then excellence. That is also a good thought to have. Really learned a lot. Let's go with the next table topics. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Toastmaster, may I know, Dinisha? Toastmaster Dinisha, are you there? Can you attempt the next table topic?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Savita ma'am, Toastmaster Savita will go next after this. Okay. So Toastmaster Jesse, sorry, Toastmaster Dinisha, what's your favorite thing about your current job or your previous jobs? What was the favorite thing about it?
Thank you for the topic master. Good evening to you all global family members. What is my, can I ask the topic again? What is your?
What is the favorite thing about your job?
Yeah.
Favorite thing.
Yes. Actually, I love my job because I wanted to be the person who I am today. In profession, I'm an engineer in IT, computer science. So what I have at my office or in anything anywhere else is some kind of technical thing. Most probably, it is not a repetitive one. So mainly we have to find out a new thing, how to do something new, and thereafter we have to hand it over those things to the production system. And very new things, I can learn many new things and some innovative things, and we have to design the things. So that is the most lovable part in my job. I hate actually to do the repetitive job. If I have to do that, I always use some code or any other method to do that. I only do it once or twice. So that is the most interesting and my favorable part in my job. Over to you, topic master.
It was a really learning thing that doing something new gives you an inspiration and it's a favorite part of yours. Toastmaster Savita, would you like to go for the next topic?
Yes, topic master.
Your topic is, how has your perspective on the world changed over time? How has your perspective on the world changed over time, Toastmaster Savita?
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, Mr. Chandresh, and my greetings to everyone present here. Perspective we form slowly when we grow up. When we are small, we don't even know what is perspective. Whatever our parents or elders tell us, we just believe in that. We don't know what is world. Our world is just our small family. Whatever we hear and elders say, that's all. That is full stop, period. But when you grow up and you go into college, and after that, when you are in this, like after marriage, you meet other type of other families. And in your job, your exposure is to different crowd. And with the ups and downs of life, then the perspective comes in life. What I used to think in when I was small, and what is this? There's a different way of thinking. The world, when we were small, we feel it's a rosy things. Everyone is so goody and everything is good. Everyone is there to support. But when the challenges are there in the life, when we face the difficulties, then the perspective also changes. But with maturity, with mentors, you get good mentors, then you realize this perspective we have to change for the betterment of our life. The perspective what I got from my mentor is this world is a big stage and everyone is playing their role. Think you are a role player and play your role the best. If you get involved with everything else, attached with anything else, you're going to suffer, you're going to cry, you will have so many inimical things around you. So just play your role to best of things. If you're a student, play your role as a student best, as a daughter, as a mother, as a wife, as anything, as an employee, play your role and leave the rest. Keep that perspective and you will find happiness. You'll not feel sad. Thank you. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
That was a really helpful thing. The world is a stage is something we should all remember every time, and we need to do our part, our job in it. It was a good attempt, Toastmaster Savita. Would Toastmaster Anne like to go for the next topic? Okay. Are you there? Would you?
Okay.
Would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite way to spend a off day or day off? What's your favorite way to spend a holiday or day off? Toastmaster Anne.
Thank you so much. The best way to spend my day off. Friends, we always engage in things that we think are productive, work, learning, but certainly at some point one must have a day off. The time I took a day off that I'll never forget is when we went with friends for a tour into a forest. We were so excited that we forgot about time and we found ourselves lost in the forest at night. It was such an adventure. We had to find our way back. And we ended up on a broken bridge and we didn't know how to cross that bridge to get back to get out of the forest. It became very scary. And we had been told that if you happen to fall into the stream, there are very many snakes. We had to find ways. Eventually, I crawled and I was able to somehow cross that broken bridge. It was adventure. It was something very scary. It was something very exciting. So since that time, I thought, okay, the best way to spend a day off is not to do something, is not to stay in the house and maybe relax, but just to go out and adventure and get into something that is scary. What I learned from that day was that even things that look impossible, because crossing that broken bridge seemed impossible, I learned a lesson that even things that I thought impossible, when you put your heart to it, you will manage. So adventure and yet learning great lessons. That's the best way to spend a day off. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Quite an adventurous day off. I would be a lazy one, but yes, this would be a really good thing to incorporate someday. Yeah. I would like to ask the Toastmaster Geeta, would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah. Your topic is, what is your definition of success? What is your definition of success, Toastmaster Geeta?
Thank you so much. Success. Success and failure are the two sides of the same coin. Everybody loves success. When we do something, when we are trying something new, we want to achieve success in that, isn't it? Now that we are here for the table topic on the speeches. We want to do our best. But that does not mean that you should be afraid of failures. Because, as I said, success and failures are part of the same coin, the two sides of the coin. So unless and until you fail, you can never know the sweetness of success. Just as you don't go out in the rainy season, how will you enjoy the sunny weather? So there are many people who are happy, elated, on top of the world, and when they get success in their life. But the moment they fail, they feel that's the end of the world. They do not want to move further. Let us learn our lessons from the various objects of nature as well. What does nature teach us? When you see a brook coming down, sliding down the river or mountain, it takes along with it all the pebbles, the thorns, the flowers. And when it finds big boulders in its way, it twists and turns and finds its own way. Similarly, we are also to find our own way. If we are losing, does not mean that's the end of the world. But unfortunately, today you find the youngsters, they are not able to take the failures. I've seen so many people, so many young, the moment they fail, they feel that nothing more. The life is over for them. Life is so many suicide cases we find these days. That's because they are not able to take the failures. I remember during our time, failing in the class, repeating the class, though initially it would be a little shameful for those students. They would be embarrassed, but they would soon adjust with the student and continue. And they learned how to adjust in life. That is what we have to learn. Today, if a child fails, oh my God, if a child fails, he will leave the school, he will join another school, he will not go to the same. So that is what we are supposed to learn. Success is sweet only when you learn to accept the failures. Thank you. Back to you, David.
Yes, always the failure is something that we shouldn't, don't attach it. We shouldn't get attached to those failures. That is a good thing to remember. Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. I would like to ask Toastmaster Milhana, would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes.
Yeah. So the topic for you is, what did you want to be when you were small kid? So what did you want to be when you were small or young? Toastmaster Milhana.
Good evening, my dear Toastmasters, guests, and table topic master. Growing up, I wanted to be an air hostess. Then I was told, "You're too short. You can't be an air hostess." Then I thought, "I'll be a doctor." Then I was told, What? You can't stand to see blood. How can you become a doctor? And then I thought I'll become a policeman and save my country. Then I was told, are you crazy? Policeman? Look at this woman. These were always being told to me whenever I wanted to become somebody. I was told I will never be good in becoming what I wanted to be. As children, we had so many dreams of becoming a doctor, lawyer, engineer, what not. But then later, I realized that I had to become somebody someday. Then I went up to my dad and asked, Daddy, I want to be somebody. You tell me. And he told me, no, it's up to you to decide what you want to be. You be what you want to be. Don't think about what others say. As long as that's your dream, that is what is important. Then I told him, I want to be a speaker. Then he told, of course, why not? But I had a problem. I could not speak because I stuttered. Then I started speaking to everybody I saw on the road. Sometimes I did annoy people, but then again, that was my dream and I was going for it. As a child, my dream was to become a speaker. And today, look at me. I am a Toastmaster who has made me a speaker. And now my stuttering also does not come as it used to. And I'm so proud that I had a few people to tell me to go after my dream. And here I am. Over to you.
Surely an amazing attempt. And yes, the Toastmasters, becoming a Toastmaster is a good thing, a great thing, I would say. Yeah, I would like to, Toastmaster Indu, would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. Your topic is one quality you would like to imbibe from your idol. One quality you would like to imbibe or learn from your idol. Toastmaster Indu.
Yes, okay. Good evening, Global Impromptu family, and thank you so much for this topic, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. So, the topic given to me is uh, one quality that I would like to imbibe from my idol. So, I would like to, first of all, there are many people who I idealize, and there are many people who I look up to and who I admire. So I cannot take any one name, but I would like to be the quality that I would like to imbibe is to be more spontaneous, to not think too much before saying anything, before speaking my mind, and to take life very easy and to when I if when I plan something, when I have come across an idea or some kind of a thought, then I would like to put that into action as soon as possible without having any doubts, without second guessing and consulting too many people. So that is a quality that I admire in quite a few people. So that is what I would like to do. Apart from other things, about being very easy and taking each day as it comes, not planning too way ahead, and not being disappointed with myself, and just what no matter what happens, always appreciating yourself and moving ahead, never looking back. So being more and more positive and thinking more positively about myself as I do about others, and appreciate others, and so those that kind of thing. So yeah, that is what I have to say. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah. And your quality of going ahead with your decision once you have taken it and not looking back is surely we need to do, because we get into some kind of dilemma that whether we did it right or wrong, but we should always look forward.
Yeah.
For would Toastmaster Derek, can you would you like to go for the next table topic? Toastmaster Derek.
Good day. How are you doing? Yes, I'd love to partake in the table topics.
Sure. Your topic is, what would you do if you won a lottery of $1 billion? What would you do if you won a lottery of $1 billion? Toastmaster Derek.
Thank you very much, Mr. Table Topics Master. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, what would I do if I won the lottery of $1 million? I would say that 40 years ago, $1 million would have been a whole lot of money for me to do many things with, as the cost of living was much less 40 years ago. However, today, in 2021, $1 million can only carry you so far, and a short distance at that. So what I would do with that $1 million, I'd probably invest half of it, while the other half, I would make a significant contribution to the lives of the less fortunate within my immediate community. And when I say contribution, I'm talking about a contribution that will last a long time. Just to start a community center where individuals, young folks can come in and learn from each other and realize the benefit of growing through sharing. Just like in the Toastmasters program, where we're able to grow the more we share, the more we serve, so too can our communities. And when we realize that imparting what we learn or know, thus making us stronger and more deeply rooted in our knowledge, and more importantly, in our communities. Because it's our communities that shape our countries, it's our countries that shape this world. So that $1 million will sow a seed that will help to strengthen humanity as I know it. Thank you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
That was actually a good lesson, that investment as well as something for our community needs to be done. Surely a good way of using a 1 million, but you had an option of using the 1 billion because it was a one with a B billion-dollar lottery. So great thoughts on that. And I would like to ask Toastmaster Pragya, would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes, Chandrasekhar.
Yeah. The topic for you is, what's your favorite family tradition? What is your favorite family tradition? Toastmaster Pragya.
Traditions are something which keep our social life, our personal lives going, especially in a culture like India, where even from starting from the birth till the time we are dying, we have so many traditions attached to our life. For me, one such particular tradition is that when we get before entering the house, even if it's a love marriage or an arranged marriage, whatever it is, the boy has to actually pick up the girl and come take her inside the house. That was one tradition which I loved a lot, because when we come from our own houses with our parents, we have strayed like a princess. My mom literally told my husband, my daughter has never kept her foot on the floor to even take water. That's how we have kept her. Will you be able to do it? And she was more concerned because mine was a love marriage. And when during this tradition he picked me up, The thing he said into my ear is something which I still remember. Your mom has kept you like a princess. I will keep you like a queen. So don't worry. Your world is not going to change. Although we know that a lot of adjustment factors come into picture when we come to a new family, but if you know you have somebody whom you can trust, who's going to love you as much as you can, I think the rest of your life will be sorted, and the adjustments and everything will come on its own. So I know that we all have these kind of very small, cute little traditions related to marriage, fun games, and all these things. But this was one of my favorite, because this made that bridge which I always feared to cross between my family to this family, the older me to the newer me. So I believe that was the one. Over to you.
Yeah, it was a different tradition. I had like heard it for the first time, but it was great. I would like to ask the Toastmaster Prashant, would you like to go on the next table topic?
Yep. Just a second. Go ahead. Am I audible?
Yeah, the top. Yes, you are audible. And the topic for you is, what motivates you the most in life? What motivates you the most in life? Toastmaster Prashant.
Thanks, Chandrasekhar, for asking me these questions. What motivates you across my life? So actually, there are lots of things which motivating me. If we talk about my motivation for to giving to the society, I found this is the one of the most motivation I have. So whatever I earn and whatever today I am, if I am able to give back to the society, so actually lots of time I'm feeling because I'm this, however, I belongs to very small village and come through all the different uh, path of life and struggle a lot in my career. But once I stabilize and with the help of lots of other people, after stabilization, I found ki what is the feeling of giving to someone. So that's why it always, for me, is always motivating ki if something I can do for the society, I can do something uh, even from the learning perspective, or even from giving back to the society, the people start earning. So I always thinking, if I have too much money, then how can regenerate from those money to so help lots of other people, because from a small amount of money I can't help too much. I can help one or two or few people. But if there's something, if I have lots of money and way to, I always strive in myself ki, okay, if you have like certain amount of money, how can you strive further so people engage with those money and also start generating revenue out of those money. That's actually my motivating across my life. Over to you, Chandrasekhar. Thanks.
Yeah, it was a good thing. Sharing and making an impact in others' life is a great thing, a good motivation. Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant. I would like to ask Toastmaster Ajay, would you like to go for the next table topic?
Go ahead, TM Chandrasekhar.
Yeah. The topic for you is, what's the best thing that has happened to you recently, or in the best thing in your life?
Best thing that has happened to me recently. Okay.
Yeah.
In the past, a lot of things have happened. But anyway, good evening, everyone, on the Global Impromptu. And it's a pleasure to be here again. What is the best thing that has happened to me recently? Well, everything, good things are happening around me every day. And I'm very fortunate and blessed. And I'm grateful, in gratitude to whatever good things are happening in my life. And of course, some are not so good things, but they always help us to build resilience and maybe an attitude to overcome these situations or teach us lessons. If I may say, what is the best thing which has happened recently, I would say something which strikes my mind is the fact that I was down with COVID in February. That's a few months back. And you must be wondering why COVID is a good thing which happened to me. Am I crazy? No, that's not the thing. Because when I got COVID, I realized and I lost my sense of smell. I lost my sense of taste to a certain extent, more of the smell. And I realized what this beautiful body is all about. I had never probably seen that if I lose my taste of smell, what would happen? I could not smell my coffee in the morning. I did not know what I was eating. And I realized how I could be more grateful, in gratitude for what I have, how the body works. It's an absolute miracle, this particular body. I used to always understand this body is absolutely magical, but when I was down with COVID, how my body was fighting that infection, how my body was coming up and giving me the strength, giving me indicators that, okay, you're not well, but I am fighting. Every cell in the body was fighting for me. And I think that was one of the most beautiful lessons and understandings which I got. No wonder we pass all through difficult times. But when difficult time comes, there is something of value in it. And COVID, probably one of the best things that happened to me in the recent times to teach me what is the value of my own body. Over to you, Chandrasekhar. Thank you.
Great learning. Like from any tragedy, there is so much to learn and so much to understand about ourselves. Great thing. I would like to ask Toastmaster Sharman to go for the next table topic. Would it be possible for you, sir?
Yes, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Yeah. The topic for you is what makes you feel at peace? What makes you feel at peace, Toastmaster Sharman?
Yeah, Mr. Table Topic Master, Global Interference. I feel sometimes if the people surround me doing well or achieving their targets, and also I can see people who are under subordinates working for me also doing their examinations, they are doing something, and if they are happy, if they're doing something, and the team, the whole organization or the family, whatever the objectives you have, automatically you can achieve because of teamwork or your people surrounding you achieving individual goals. And that is a good piece, actually, I can say. And also I can see the recently I did some yoga or the meditation. When you're doing meditation, you can have the peaceful blessings to your surroundings, your people, neighbors, or relatives, your country, and the whole world. If we can get away from this pandemic, and one day, and we can do the economy or the any other thing, because the country is not doing well, the individuals or the families, day-to-day people who are going to earn something and living, they're not getting anything. Especially in the tourism trade, the people in Sri Lanka, about 400 to 500 people, 1,000 people in the tourism trade. Most of them are jobless and they are not doing well. And they are trying to earn something. They are leaving the companies and doing their individual jobs and planting and selling something and doing. So if people who are leaving from your organization, my people working whenever leaving, I feel sorry for them. If they are some go home, I have a piece something. Otherwise, they have done a lot of work for us and they're leaving the company. A sad situation. So everybody should leave. Everybody should have the peace to run the smooth operations or the world running, achieving the targets of at least getting something to the poor people. Over to you, Mr. Development Master.
Thank you. It was a thing to learn for surely. And I would like to ask Toastmaster Dignarian Vasudha. I'm so sorry if I have pronounced your name wrong. Would you like to go for the next table topic?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a try. I think the light is too much on my side. Is that okay?
It's completely fine. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm from Mauritius.
Yeah. So the topic for you is, who was your favorite teacher in school and why? Who was your favorite teacher in school and why? Toastmaster Dignarian.
Okay. I can't see the timer though. I'm on my mobile device. I can't see the timer. Maybe.
You need to swipe left. If you
Let
can
me
spot the timer.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. It's okay. I can see her.
Yeah.
Good. So I had so many favorite teachers in school because we teach different subjects at school. But my favorite teacher has been my maths teacher. So she was Mrs. Kenneth. She's no more now, unfortunately. She has left this world. But she has not only taught me maths in an easy and practical way, but also taught us the way of life, because we were all teenagers in those days. I just started secondary school, and she started the first year. So it's grade 7 that I started learning maths with her. She was as if a magician with her wand and had those magical inspiration where you would be fond of mathematics, even if you hated mathematics initially. So she had this formula of making you love this subject. And at the same time, she would be talking about the various topics that would be of interest to youth of this age. So basically, she has been a teacher for us, yes, but also like a mother for all the students in the class. And at the same time, a teacher who was very inspirational and a charismatic one. We loved her. She inspired her. We shared our small stories with her. And at the end of the day, we were really motivated with her own stories. And we were motivated to go and learn mathematics in a different way because we love the teacher. And by default, we love mathematics as well. Over to you, TM Chandrasekhar. Thank you.
Surely a trip down the memory lane of our school days.
Yes,
And
definitely.
I would like to ask Toastmaster Amjad, would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes, Chandrasekhar, I'm ready.
Thank you. The topic for you is, what behavior or personality trait do you most attribute your success to and why? What behavior or personality trait of yours do you most attribute your success to and why? Toastmaster Amjad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. What behavior or personality trait do I most attribute to my success and why? I think that is attitude of acceptance. Like, I accept you the way you are. I accept the way you speak. I accept the way you dress. I accept the way you eat. That is something makes me more receptive and more acceptable for the society as well. That's the reason people accept me as well and allow me to do what I like doing, allow me to wear what I love wearing, allow me to do what I love doing. Because we cannot continue living with happiness if we don't accept each other. I think I was quite young when I started realizing while judging other people, you don't make your space in society, but start creating your enemies. So stop creating enemies. Accept the people the way they are. If you have a problem with somebody, suppose I have a problem with you, the way you dress, the way you eat, the way you do something, I have to ask you, why do you do what you do? So you can explain it to me. This is why I do what I do. And if you have the same problem with me, I'm just, why do you do what you do? That I can explain to you that why do I do what I do? Because there's a history behind. If there is something wrong, we can discuss, we can sit together, we can allow each other to mold for betterment. So this is one of the traits I feel I have accepted, I have learned from my seniors, and which is making my life heavenly one. What is your trait? Try this trait. You believe or not, people will love you the way you are. They will spend more time with you. They will preach about you. They will tell other people, why do you do what you do? For that, you have to sit, tell them, convince them, accept them the way they are. This is one of the beautiful traits of having harmony and peace around you. Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. Back to you.
Yes, accepting the way they are, it is something that it is learning. I am surely trying to learn currently. It would surely be a good thing to learn. And I would like to ask Toastmaster Samriddhi, are you there? Would you like to go for the
Yeah,
next table topic?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. The topic for you is, how would your friends describe you? How would your friends describe you? Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, for the nice topic. Good morning, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. How would my friends describe me? That's a topic that I've never pondered upon, because I don't care what other people, I do obviously care what my loved, my close people think about me. But I've never really thought about it. But I guess you could say they think of me as an empathetic person, because I've always, at least I think that I've always been there for my friends whenever they need me. And I'm very, I'm a person that's very emotionally empathetic. So whenever I get to know about what they've been going through or something like that, I just can't hold it in, and I just either start crying or just feel so bad for them, and if I don't help them, I just feel so guilty for the whole day. And I think I'm a kind person, at least to them, and I think I'm also humorous a bit. And this happened a few days ago in a mall. A girl was stuck in the washroom. A small girl, she was crying for her parents and all. And everyone was there. The crowd gathered around trying to help her, but no one was able to. Even her mom was trying to, but the key literally broke off, and we were not able to help her at all. I was there from the beginning. I was the one who discovered she was not there. Her sister was there and she was crying. And she was like, "Sister, I can't get out." And I asked them what's going on. And they were like, "She's stuck, she can't get out." And I was very concerned. I was very concerned because this has happened to me quite a few times. I was very young. And when that happened, I just felt so bad for her because she was crying awfully, and I just felt so bad for her. And at when even the security didn't help her, and I had to go away because the mall was actually closing down, and I felt so guilty about it. For like right now too, I'm feeling so guilty about it, and that's why I think that I'm an empathetic person, very empathetic. So yeah, thank you. Over to you, too.
A great attempt, and being empathetic and kind is a good thing. So yes, I would like to ask Toastmaster Sujit, Would you like to go for the next table topic?
Yes, please.
Yeah, the topic for you is, what's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day? What's your favorite way to unwind, relax after a busy day?
Nowadays, mostly I kind of do a binge watching of long series which is there. So lastly, I watched House of Cards, which was actually I was never actually in practical life being very kind of inclined to any political stuff and all. But after seeing a couple of series, I mean like episode, I really got interested in like how the politics is done and how they manage the entire show of the country. And after that, watching one or two episodes, kind of I kind of indulge into binge watching and did the entire series. I think maybe in a week or fortnight time. And some of the thing or net, you know, this politician are like very different class of person. So like it's not being like told in Toastmaster not to touch this subject, but still like briefly. So, but it's a lot of lesson which I've learned from this show, and it also helps me, like, you know, to manage me emotionally while at work and family, because there is a lot of lessons which is there, kind of which we can implement in our life as well. So this is what I have been doing currently. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, shows are also some very different way of enjoying, and I do enjoy watching shows and movies as well. And I guess if with this we are done for the table topics. If anyone is remaining, please let me know. We are, yeah, so we are done for today, and it was surely a great experience to learn so many things, and also your life experiences, which is something that we all can share and learn from each other. So that was really a fantastic thing for being a table topics master today. Thank you all for sharing your experiences. Those words will surely be remembered for a long time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chandrasekhar. Really appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, who would like to give a topic to Chandrasekhar?
Yeah,
Okay,
Amjad
Ajay
ji.
sir. Ajay sir, yes, please. Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Sorry, I barged in late, but I want to give a good topic to Chandrasekhar. He's a young, energetic person I see. Chandrasekhar, your topic. Being honest takes courage. I'll put it in the chat, don't worry. Being honest takes courage. Taking action takes more courage. I put it in the chat. Over to you.
Many times we think, no, this way of doing things is correct. We have made up our mind, and then what? We get to experience something that completely changes our way of doing things. Yes, when we are being honest, everything, whichever thing we are complaining right now, we are complaining with so much of passion, saying that no, this is correct. We are being honest over here. But think, many a times we have been very honest. Things that we want to see changed. We want to see our streets clean with less potholes, and we also want our health infrastructure well built and done. All the rights that we want them. Yes, we never take a step back when we want our rights. But the very next thing, most of the times, it is the simplest act, the smallest act, like simply wearing a helmet while you are driving a two-wheeler. We sometimes fail that, sometimes, but we never know. That might be a moment where someone might lose their life. These things where we forget our duties. That is when our honesty, no matter how good it is, if we are not able to implement that honesty, that change that we want to see, if we are not working towards it, then maybe our honesty is just only words. Like seeing your beach. If you have been to some beaches in India, there are litter being thrown. It is not necessary. The nature has given us a position to be in. Why to go in someone else's territory and make a mess out of it? It's not necessary. So after that, even if we are posting hundreds of pictures with our friends laughing and smiling at a party club, showing that we are so sophisticated, it's of no use if you're littering the beach, right? So understand, my friends, that no matter what your words are, what your honesty is with regarding many things in life, the actions that you do now will affect the future and will at least make some change other than the words. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Team Chandra. Over to you, DTM Amjad sir.
Thank you so much, Ajay sir. Really appreciate a big hand for Toastmaster Ajay sir and Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Let's hear the charming report from Toastmaster Vita ma'am. Vita ma'am, would you like to share
Yeah.
the timing report, please?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone, again. Toastmaster Jesse had to leave in between. So I think till Toastmaster Indo, she had put in the chat. After Toastmaster Indo, I'll just read out the timings. Toastmaster Derek, 2 minutes 15 seconds. Pragya, 2 minutes 7 seconds. Prashant, 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Ajay, 2 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Sherman, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Dagnarian, 2 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster Amjad Ali, 2 minutes 30 seconds. R. Gavilier, Samriddhi, 2 minutes 43 seconds. She crossed the time. Toastmaster Sujit, 1 minute 22 seconds. And last but not the least, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, 2 minutes 20 seconds. Thank you, and back to you, DTM Amjadji.
Great show. Thank you so much, Rita ma'am. Really appreciate. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together again for Toastmaster Vita ma'am, DTM Jesse, and Toastmaster Chandrasekhar for managing this entire show. A big hand for you. Kudos. With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Stay blessed.